Good evening. We're Group 19, and for our public health campaign, we did We Can Still Do It. Get active at any age. We are targeting the elderly population because they are at a high risk for living in a sedentary state by spending 10 to 12 hours a day inactive. This sedentary lifestyle can result in diseases such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. Incorporating simple and easy workouts on a daily basis will improve mobility and promote a positive state of mind. Our campaign will promote exercise in this demographic with the help of physicians, posters, commercials, and family members. More than 60% of American adults over the age of 50 years fail to achieve the recommended WHO activity levels. From the age of 75 years onward, only 6% of women meet the recommended guidelines. The most common reasons given by older adults for not participating in any physical activity was ill health, pain, and injury. Elderly women need exercises that are easy and non-strenuous. There is strong evidence linking physical inactivity to chronic health conditions. However, increased physical activity has shown to lower mortality and morbidity in older adults. It is imperative to develop a strong commitment to improving physical activity levels in adults. There are many benefits to elderly exercise, such as healthier hearts, stronger bones, and increased mental capacity. Our first segmented audience and our main focus for this campaign are Caucasian elderly women ages 65 and up living in San Diego, California. These women are retired, single, or widowed and have health issues such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes as a result of inactivity. Through our research, we found that older women exercise substantially less than males. Our second segment would be African American women of the same age range and geographic location. We came up with a persona for our targeted audience segment. Claire is retired from a 40-year-long career as a secretary. She lives in San Diego and has been separated from her ex-partner Rachel for 25 years. Claire suffers from health issues due to her inactive lifestyle. She seldom walks or partakes in physical activity, but was very active as a young woman. Rose is the persona we created for our second segmented audience. Like Claire, she lives in San Diego and is retired after a career in nursing. She is a widower and suffers from depression caused by her lonely, sedentary lifestyle. She also suffers from health issues related to her inactive lifestyle. Our secondary audience are the grandchildren of the women who make up our primary audience. We plan to reach the grandkids through a Facebook page that encourages them to discuss physical exercise with their grandmas and get active with them. We will use an emotional appeal to their grandchildren because we know that they love their grandmas and want them to be healthy and happy. We will be partnering with Physicians in Health and Human Services of San Diego. Physicians will encourage their female elderly patients to seek out local workout classes or exercise on their own at home. Elderly tend to put a lot of trust and faith in their doctor's advice and also meet with them often, so not only will this be a good source of information for them, but a great way to track their progress. The Health and Human Services has a specific department for aging. We would have their department fund, produce, and distribute our posters and commercials. McGuire's 5 inputs include the source, message, channel, receiver, and destination. Our sources are the physicians in the Health and Human Services department. Our message is, we can still do it, encouraging women to be physically active at any stage in life. The channel we will incorporate is television, social media, and physicians' offices. Our receiver is our primary audience of Caucasian elderly women 65 and older living in San Diego. The destination is to cause a gradual shift from an inactive lifestyle to an active, happy, and healthy one. We also incorporated Putler's 4 Ps, which includes the product, price, place, and promotion. There's a lot of overlap here with McGuire's inputs, but we want to highlight that we are promoting our campaign by incorporating a well-known image of Rosie the Riveter from our audience's youth. This will be utilized in conjunction with a commercial encouragement and guidance to family, friends, and doctors. Social cognitive theory incorporates a reciprocal determinism between personal, environmental, and behavioral factors. These all affect each other simultaneously. The theory emphasizes the importance of relationships and the effect they have on behavior. The theory also utilizes positive reinforcement, community involvement, and multiple interventions. Our campaign is centered around these ideas. It is important to consider our audience's capabilities. They will need to start slow and gradually shift into an easy workout routine at their own pace and with the help of doctors, family, and workout instructors. The expectation is defined as the foreseen outcome from the behavior, while expectancies are the values of the individual. It is important that all individuals have a sense of self-efficacy, which is the ability to believe oneself can overcome obstacles and be successful.
Examples of easy and accessible physical activity for elderly women include yoga, aerobic exercise, swimming, fast walking, light weightlifting, and easy stretching. We Can Do It is an American wartime propaganda poster by J. Howard Miller in 1943 for Westinghouse Electric. He was only used in February 1943 and was not used for recruitment, but to increase morale for already hired women and to entice them to work harder. The poster became popular in the 1980s as Rosie the Riveter because it conveyed an iconic figure of a strong female war production worker. Our target population would have seen this image circulated in the 1980s to promote feminism. The iconic image is famous and provokes a feeling of confidence, strength, power, and ability for women. As you can see, many campaigns that are focused towards women use this image to gain their attention. Our campaign would use this powerful image in an elderly woman in order to elicit the feeling of confidence, strength, and power with elderly women and their ability to become active once again. This is an example of the poster we would use to target our audience with the new slogan, "We Can Still Do It." These posters would be posted at different locations that elderly women are most likely to attend by the Department of Aging and Independent Services. Some examples of locations would be at doctors' offices, recruitment homes, clinics, buses, and Social Security offices. We would post these posters especially in doctors' offices because we want to target elderly women with diseases such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes. Studies show that women spend more time watching TV than men. Women watch nearly 16 hours of traditional TV per month more than men. Studies also show that older Americans 65 and older watch more than twice as much traditional TV as teens, and roughly 37% more TV than those ages 35 to 49. We plan to make a commercial and air our commercial on channels that elderly women are most likely to watch. Our commercial will broadcast on San Diego news channels. We created a Facebook page in order to reach our secondary audience, which is their grandchildren. This demographic uses Facebook often. Social media is an easy and efficient way to reach them and spread word of the campaign through likes and shares. These Facebook pages include risks and benefits of elderly being inactive and active, and will also provide examples of different physical activities that they can do together in order to keep themselves active and healthy. Formative research will include focus groups and pilot print materials in order to find out if our target audience responds to our message, "We Can Still Do It," including in our poster, commercial, and Facebook group. For the evaluation of our campaign, we will have questionnaires in waiting rooms of physicians' offices, retirement homes, senior facilities, and churches. We will also send mailed-out surveys conducted before the campaign launches and after a 12-month period of the promotions being in place. These questionnaires will include questions on race, gender, age, high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, awareness and importance of physical activity, how often they were exposed to our campaign promotions, or the commercial, the poster, the grandchildren mentioning it on Facebook, how often they partake in physical activities on a weekly basis. This questionnaire would determine the reach and frequency of exposure to campaign promotions and interventions. The process goal. According to randomly sampled older white women in retirement homes and physicians' offices in San Diego, at least 15% report seeing the commercial at least once over the past week. Impact goal. Elderly white women who had physicians talk to them in their office will report at least a 30-minute increase in physical exercise per week at the end of 12 months. And our outcome goal, a 10% decrease in prevalence in white elderly women who live in San Diego with high BP, cholesterol, diabetes, as judged after 12 months via final surveys. Our next slide is our commercial for the campaign, "We Can Still Do It."
Grandma, are you okay? What are you looking at?
Look, I used to be really active. And now I just don't feel strong anymore.
No, Grandma, you can still feel strong.
No. When you get old, your bones can break.
It's okay. Why don't we try doing some yoga or some simple exercises that are safe and accessible for everyone, even women your age, Grandma?
You think so?
I think so. Let's do it.
Okay.
Forward onto hands and knees. And do a few gentle cat-cows with your spine. So on your inhale, chest forward looking up. Exhale, rounding your spine, looking in towards your belly. And just take it at your own pace.
Grandma, How was your yoga class? Did you have fun?
It was good.
Awesome.
Yeah, she was really sweet.
Do you feel good in your body?
I do. I got a lot of movement.
And it wasn't too much on you?
No, I think that it was good. I can still do it, Deacon.